but he might have got it done with a frame to spare. Zhang showing his mettle, as he's done so often of late, with a break of 70 to take us the distance. We are very evidently going to be playing this final frame ahead of the scheduled resumption for this evening session in barely an hour's time.
May not be the best break-off shot, that, from Zhang. Could be a choice of reds for Elliot into either corner pocket, really, but this is when all that practice, all those hours that you put in over a number of years can come to fruition for situations like this when the pressure is at its greatest. A pretty good safety from Zhang because he's hidden the left-hand side of the table. The right-hand side is much more congested. And although there is a potential for a red to the right corner, it's very difficult at this stage. And it's not without risk. Wow, was that the right shot to play? Easy to say in hindsight, of course, but that could be very costly.
He's no stranger to disappointing close defeats in the UK Championship. 4 times he's been on the wrong end of a final frame decider.
This is a sort of opportunity that you hope for in a deciding frame, because if Zhang can pot the red, the black will be back on its spot and it will be available. Oh dear. Well, he more or less lunged at the cue ball there because he really was struggling to reach it, and that's not a good shot that he's played. He's very short of ideal position on the black.
Zhang under 1. 1.
No, he's missed the pink. Can't believe it.
Elliot Slessor, 1.
Well, the pressure now getting to both players.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing like a final frame decider to shred the nerves. Anything becomes missable, even if on the face of it it's routine. Nothing is at this stage of a match of this importance. This is a big money tournament, a lot of ranking points up for grabs. Someone like Elliot Slessor could really benefit from putting together some victories this week. Zhang, as we know, has already enjoyed a fantastic season, but he has the added incentive of trying to secure a place at the Masters, which he will do if he wins this frame. So much on the line for both of these players.
One.
Well, the black for now is out of commission. I'm not sure whether that pink will drop into the centre pocket. I'm not sure it will. So maybe that's out of commission as well.
Six. Seven.
Well, the pink is a couple of millimetres or more from that top drawer, the centre pocket, but even so, you could barely just drop that in dead weight, and, well, that's of no use. He couldn't do anything with the cue ball then.
11. 12.
And these are the decisions that differentiate one player from another. You have to choose whether it's worth the risk to play for the black and leave a difficult black, but if it goes in, it could be hugely advantageous. Or do you play it safe and play for the colours that are easily available?
17. 18.
Well, certainly didn't want to cannon any secondary reds there. He's got a long straightish blue. And there is a red that he can play for at the top of that little group of reds by the pink spot there. But there's a lot of pressure on this. Well, Phil, it's safe to say he didn't
23.
risk getting too close to his next red there.
Yeah, this is another tester if he's going to keep this break going.
24.
Well, the previous red was excellent. That split from blue to that
29.
little group of reds has worked out just as well. Great chance now for Zhang Anda to go on and clinch victory at this very effort.
Yes, and
30.
the victories that he's put together this year, getting to the English Open final, having never previously been to a ranking quarter-final or beyond a ranking quarter-final before, overcoming the disappointment of losing that final from a position of great strength against Judd Trump to then go one better at the International Championship, beating Ronnie O'Sullivan along the way, making a 147 in the final. All of these things are greatly in Zhang's favour in a position like this. He knows that he's got what it takes to get over the line in big matches now. That belief was lacking until he arrived in Brentwood for the English Open.
36.
But what a stunning transformation it's been. Still work to do, though. Plenty of it. 36 in front.
Well, I have to say, Elliot Slessor's performed very well this afternoon. He's put together a very competent performance. Hasn't made too many errors. He's been very, very solid throughout, it has to be said. If he doesn't go on to win this match now, I'm sure he'll be feeling very disappointed.
$42.
Probably the green is the ideal colour to play. Can stun down for one of the reds near the pink spot. But wanted to be straighter on it. Still work to do.
45. $46.
Well, they certainly didn't intend to be on the black, but that is probably the easiest colour that he could attempt, but it's certainly missable.
.66 left on the table as things stand. Pretty close to victory, but not quite there.
he knows he ought to be taking the black, but it's pretty safe where it is, and it's a bit of insurance given the lead that he has.
Zhang under 46.
A very handy lead in a situation like this, but not decisive. 46. The difference, still 59 available to Elliot Slessor. Is there to be a twist?
I can't help but feel he just thought about that previous situation for far too long.
He went full-blooded for the pot.
Whenever you face a deciding frame, you just hope for an opportunity. Well, Elliot certainly had one when he missed that simple pink to the left centre. Simple under ordinary circumstances, but I wonder if he may have a chance here. Are those two reds that Zhang has just placed together a plant? They certainly look to be. But Phil, if it was that makeable, why play the cue ball there?
Yeah, no position to go with that red. Points running out now for Elliot Slessor, just 51 available. 45 the deficit. Looking to cozy up to the yellow. He's played that well. Not an easy shot to execute. Couldn't have played it much better.
Well, it was a good escape from Zhang, but is that red potable? It's very difficult to know from that angle. Well, looking at that one, I'd suggest that those reds are touching one another, so maybe the pot isn't available.
Zhang is just a ball away now from winning this match, barring Snooker's. 45 in front with 51 left. And with that in mind, it was worth a go at the double on the red. He's got a bit of insurance. One of the reds tied up by the black, the other on the side cushion.
Elliot would like to bring that black into play, something he tried to do previously, I feel. Planting it off the top jaw. Yeah, that's certainly a help. I think I might be inclined to play the red that's closest to the cue ball and try and cannon the black safe again.
It feels like a very big lead given the position of the balls.
Possibility maybe of a cross double here if he plays the red that's adjacent to the pink spot near the right side cushion there. The three remaining reds are all in awkward positions, so I don't think he'd be doing himself a disservice by removing this one. Elliot Slessor could play the right-hand red here, maybe screw the cue ball into the black to knock it towards that corner pocket. But he'd have to be a little bit careful not to leave a pot on if he did play that shot.
Great shot, says Slessor, ironically, because it wasn't. And Zhang only needs the red for a titanic victory. What a battle it's been. Slessor has contributed greatly and was looking the stronger player at 5-4. But this will mean he needs a snooker. And in it goes, and he's going to have the pink to follow, and there's the handshake. What a marathon it was. But Zhang Ander's wonderful season continues. He's had to work extremely hard to repel the threat of Elliot Slessor. He's come through in a final frame decider and has booked his place at the Masters. The International Championship winner is on a roll, and he's kept it going. Zhang through at the expense of Elliot Slessor by 6 frames to 5. He'll play Luca Brissell, the world champion, for a place in the quarterfinals.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and welcome to Eurosport Snooker on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Snooker.